Who's ready for beer? What's up, Lee? Yep, we'll see if he'll sit me down or somebody else will sit me down. I don't know. We'll see. What's up, Duchess? A nice winter brew. Yes, Vapors Wagons. Yes, yes. What's up, Kentucky? How you doing, man? No worries, Kentucky. No worries. I think it's time for us to do the damn thing, so let's fucking do this. Boom. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another live beer review. Happy Tuesday to you all. And today, we're going to be taking a look at another beer that I was sent by Mr. Not the Real Gerard Butler, Lee himself. Another one from Peticolas Brewing Company. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Sit Down or I'll Sit You Down. I don't know if that's a threat or a promise. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect with this one. I kind of looked up a little bit into this beer, but not much I was able to find besides the backstory of this thing, which all I found was this is going to be more of like just straight hoppy IPA with like a nice like malty finish, which I'm always down for. And yeah, why don't we crack this guy open and see what we're looking at. Yes. So let's see what we got on the smell. Oh yeah, very piney. Definitely getting a lot of those hop influences on the smell. Holy crap. Yep, this is going to be a hoppy one. I just know it. But I'm okay with that. Today, drink it out of my Grim Army pint glass. And let's see what she looks like on the pour. Oh yeah, definitely like more of a maltier color. Definitely has that kind of more amber look to it, not a hazy, which I'm okay with. And yeah, look at you. This is definitely a darker Imperial IPA. Oh yes. So let's see. Got that filled up pretty nice. Look at that color. Look at that color. That's beautiful. So let's see. Oh yeah, still heavy on the hops. Getting maybe like this a little bit on the malts coming down the smell. Maybe gonna introduce some of those like bready notes in this that might be interesting to mix with the hops. But let's see how she is. So, cheers, everybody. Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely hoppy. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. Yep, that's got a kick to it. So right off the bat, hits you in the face with strong hoppy flavor, and it's like definitely has an oily texture in the mouth. It's actually really smooth because, like I said, I'm getting the strong pine flavors, mostly when like going through a forest kind of taste, where it's the pine needles and just like dank hoppiness. It's just, yeah, this is what you would usually expect out of a stronger, hoppier Imperial IPA. And it's pretty solid, pretty damn solid. So yeah, this guy comes out to a whopping 10%. So no, I would not say this beer is sessionable. This is one that you want to sit back and relax. Has a 90 IBUs, so yeah, IBUs are a little bit up there. So you're definitely going to get that natural hoppy bitterness out of it, which is definitely there. Yeah, very strong on the hoppy bitterness, I would say. I don't know if it's a little bit too much for me, but it's still enjoyable. Definitely would be one that I'd have to go out, like, I'd have to be in a specific mood to drink this kind of beer. Just because, like I said before, I'm more of like a tropical kind of IPA kind of guy, but this is definitely a nice, smooth, more maltier, kind of just hop bite to it. And it's pretty damn delicious. I get that bready note at the end once it's like the flavors are sitting in your mouth, to where kind of get like a yeasty, kind of bready kind of taste, which is pretty damn good. I like that. So let's kind of learn a little bit. I've already talked about Peticolas already, but I want to tell you there's a little bit of backstory to this beer that I want to talk about, which is pretty cool. So let's see. What do they have to say about sit down or I'll sit you down? So around the turn of the century, Michael Peticolas' brother, Charlie, was a cop, and Cops featured him in three episodes. Charlie proudly yet painstakingly screened each episode for his brother, whose initial excitement slowly waned until the final segment of the last episode as Charlie approached an unresponsive suspect. He repeatedly requested the suspect to sit down until demanding, "Sit down or I'll sit you down." This line struck Charlie's brother as funny and began making fun of him for years. A decade after becoming family legend, we used the line to name our Imperial IPA, a big beer that will sit you down if you don't do it first. As for the beer itself, the intent to exhibit the fresh and bright characters of the hops, we dry hopped it with over a pound of hops per barrel of beer. Its golden color and floral ester aroma is high. The hop bitterness is high, but not at all harsh. The hop flavor is intense, fresh, and lively. Yet, with all our beers, it's about balance. This one is no exception. The ever-present malt character provides a tremendously full mouthfeel. Finally, the alcohol in this beer is intentionally present and delicious. We call it Sit You Down for short, and it's unquestionably one of the crew's favorite. Okay, so it's definitely a sit you down beer, I think, because definitely has that strong booziness to it. It's mostly hop flavor you're getting. But yeah, if you're looking for a hoppy Imperial IPA, holy crap. This one's definitely should be on the top of your list for something it's like how I've said before, it's hoppy, but it's not like an unenjoyable hoppiness to it. Definitely has that well-rounded kind of malt back to it, to where it's not unenjoyable. You kind of get that bready kind of flavor in your mouth at the end, but it's mostly the hops I'm getting, this is just strong, hoppy, bitter pininess. And that's pretty much, I think, what they were trying to do with this one. Which is an overall very, very solid beer. Definitely be one to... Okay, this is a sipper, for sure. This is not something that's chuggable or anything like that. This is... I don't know how anybody would be able to chug this thing. This thing's no joke. So let's see what Untapped has to say about this guy. Like I said before, 10% ABV and 90 IBUs. With over 11,801 ratings, this beer has an average of 4.02 on Untapped, which is pretty damn solid. Pretty damn solid. So let's see what people are saying. Somebody gave it a 4. Somebody gave it a 4.25. Somebody gave it a full 5 out of 5, which they must have really liked it. 4.5, 4, 4.5, 4.25, 4, 4.25, 4.25, 4.5, 4.25. And then somebody gave it a 4.5, saying that's his Dallas, Texas go-to beer. Okay, yeah. Let's see, 3.75. Let's see, 4.25, 4. So yeah, this guy has a relatively pretty damn high rating, I would say. And yeah, it's unfiltered, so you can kind of see some, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but looking at this, there is some stuff sitting around there. It's definitely, it's not like a hazy look at IPA, but it definitely has some like can't see through kind of haze to it, but it's like a maltier haze. But overall, this beer is pretty damn delicious. I'm impressed. Peticolas hasn't been letting me down yet after this is the second one I've had from them, so I really like, the more you drink it, the more you kind of enjoy that kind of hop kick in the face, along with like the smooth kind of malty flavors in it, with that nice boozy like back of the throat feel as well. But it's overall, it's damn delicious, I would say. This would definitely go, so I feel like it's a weird thing to say, but this beer, just because of how hoppy it is, might actually go good with like a sweet dessert. Like if you're having, I can see possibly like a, let's see, maybe like a, I know it's going to sound weird, but like a chocolate cake. If you're having a chocolate cake, they always like, there's something I've read where it's, the hoppier the beer, the better it pairs with something that's really sweet. I don't know how that works, but I guess it kind of it balances out the hoppiness in. It kind of adds like another sweetness level to it, which is also really cool. So, yeah, this is pretty damn good. I'm enjoying this one. So let's kind of go off of our rating systems here. So, can art. Yeah, it's simple. You got the Peticolas logo. Got the, I know the colors on the bottom are different for each brew, which is nice. It kind of distinguishes what beer you're getting. And it's a relatively simple label. I know if you can see closely, they have like the Peticolas kind of doing the diamond shapes on the side with the logo on there. That's pretty cool. It's just a clean logo. It's a very, very clean can, very clean logo, not doing anything crazy. They want the beer to speak for itself and not need to go too crazy insane with it. The label itself wouldn't attract me to this beer. I'm just going to say that and be honest about it. The thing that would attract me towards this beer, if I saw this in a liquor store or a bottle shop, would be the name. Just if you're looking down the shelving and see that, like sit down or I'll sit you down, that's automatically going to catch your attention, because it'd be like, are they threatening me? Let's see if this actually is what they say it is, kind of thing. And definitely, I think it stands by the name. So I think it's a pretty cool label. I love the name of this beer. It's a really cool name. So with that, I'm easily going to give this overall, between like incorporating the name with how clean the label is, it's easy 4 out of 5. I like the cleanness to it. I like how like the Peticolas logo is in that kind of diamond formation on the side. Makes it look really classy. And I just really like the sit down or I'll sit you down name. It's just really cool. Definitely be something that's, like, once you drink this, you won't forget its name. That's what I think of it. They want you to drink this beer and be like, you're never going to forget drinking this beer. And that's for damn sure. But overall, really, really delicious. So let's see. If I got this in a flight at Peticolas, would I get a glass of this by itself? I'd have to be in a specific mood to do it. Like if I want something that's just had a long day and I just want a nice strong, like after you've been working on like and you have a freaking shitty day at work and you just like want to get home or go to a bar or something and just like I want a strong drink just to kind of relax for a second. This would definitely be one that I would get in a situation like that. So situationally, like if I'm there just to chill, I may not get this on like just another glass of this. I'd be fine with the small glass. But if I was having a bad day and I wanted something a little bit stronger, wanted that hoppier bite just to sit back and be like, okay, turn your brain off. I'd definitely get another glass of this if that was the situation. So for me, this is a situational kind of get another glass of. But it's overall really solid. So let's kind of look at final ratings here. I like the hoppiness to it. It's definitely, I haven't had any much beers lately that have that hoppy bite to it where it's just mostly like pine hoppy flavor, along with like I enjoy the really like oily, well-rounded mouthfeel in it. Definitely that malty kind of backbone to where it's like after you have it sit in your mouth, you still get that hop flavor, but you get that kind of yeasty, malty breadiness at the end, which is nice. It kind of just lets your taste buds kind of just relax at the end, which is awesome. You don't want like crazy bitter hoppy flavors just to linger in your mouth. I think that would make it an unenjoyable experience. But overall, this beer is fantastic, I think. Definitely well worth it if you're into very hoppy, very boozy, and just for how boozy it is, it's really well rounded. I'm really impressed. Definitely, they were able to kind of make a stronger brew and have something that's pretty fantastic out of it. So what is my final rating going to be on this guy? So like I've said before, I'm usually more of a more tropical citrus style of IPA drinker, but this one definitely hits the spot when it's needed. It does everything it needs to do when it comes to what the name of this beer stands for. Sit you down or else sit you down. It'll definitely be a beer that sits you down after a little bit, and yeah, it's delicious. I definitely recommend if you're in the Dallas area, because I don't think their stuff's sold outside of the Dallas area. It's mostly, I think, almost only in Texas that you get their beers. So if you're ever down in like the Dallas Fort Worth area, I definitely recommend picking up some stuff from Peticolas, because the two beers I've had, they haven't led me wrong yet. And that's something that, hey, if I have two in a row so far that have been pretty damn good, I think that's a good sign. I have a couple more beers from them that I'm kind of excited for now that I've tried at least a few to where like, okay, kind of know what I'm getting myself into. So I'm excited for the other ones. Yeah, but overall, let's see. I think my final rating on this guy, I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Like I said, I'm not going to give it like anything higher than that because I'm more of like a tropical citrus hazy IPA drinker. And I enjoy the flavors that they were meant to bring out with this brew. It's, everything that you would expect from the name and kind of like what they're describing the beer to be. It's perfectly represented in this glass practically. So if you're into boozier, pinier, just hop forward craziness in your face, this would definitely be one I'd recommend and have you search for, because you won't be let down with this. But yeah, so I think at the end of the day, solid 8 out of 10. Very, very good. Very delicious. Definitely going to take me a little bit to drink all this just because it's going to be a sipper. But yeah, it's still delicious nonetheless. So I think that is what I have for you guys today. So Lee, I want to thank you again for sending this stuff out to me. You didn't need to do this, but you took your time, went over there, got the brews, and sent it to me. So you're the MVP here, sir. So thank you again for all the beers you sent me. And whenever I do a post on IG telling like what brew I'm going to be drinking, you're always going to be the one like, okay, we got another beer from Mr. Not the Real Gerard Butler. So thank you again, man. It's greatly appreciated. I know you support what I do over here, which is I can't ask for anything else because you're one of the people who come in every day and hang out, which is cool. So thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys today. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. I got some regular faces, some that I haven't seen in a minute. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Glad to see you coming in. Derek, it's been a few days since I've seen you in here. What's up? Fucking Tater. Holy shit. Man, I miss you, motherfucker. I haven't seen you in like 2 years. But everybody else, you guys are the MVPs because you're in here every single day, in here with me while I do these reviews. You guys are the real people that keep me going. And anybody watching on the replay, I really appreciate you guys coming out and taking the time out of your day to watch my stuff. And yeah, pretty much it. So guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll have another review coming up for you guys tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. Let's see, am I missing anything? I don't think I am. So guys, if you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you all next time. Cheers.